For our presentation, we analyzed an article called Predicting a Threshold of Perceived Facebook Post Success via Likes and Reactions, a test of explanatory mechanisms. So the problem being addressed in this study is figuring out how individuals determine the success of their Facebook posts based on the likes and reactions received. This is looked at through several psychological lenses, including social comparison theory, the principles of reciprocity, and expectancy violations. There were 3 different hypotheses examined in this study. The first is how an individual's liking/reaction success threshold is a function of the number of likes/reactions received by homophilous network members on that same social medium. This is saying that one person's success on social media is determined by the success of their friends based on how many likes/reactions they get. The second hypothesis is that an individual's liking/reaction success threshold is a function of the like/reaction that individual provides to network members. This means that people tend to believe that if they give out a lot of likes or reactions, that they should also be receiving a similar amount on their own social media accounts. The third hypothesis is that an individual's liking/reaction success threshold is a function of the expectancy violation level of a previous post. So this is saying that someone typically expects a certain number of likes on a post, and if that number is greater or less than what they expect, then they will start to have new expectations for future posts that they make. So the reason for the researchers choosing these hypotheses is because of theories that have been found indicating that this may be the case across the board of social media. More than one study has been conducted that has found people to create their own levels of success depending on the success of their friends. There's also a theory called Rubin's theory of reciprocity, which suggests that people use dyadic or binary behaviors as a guide to relational norms. The third reason for choosing these metrics is that individuals create expectations due to experiences that we have had in the past, and therefore develop new expectations for success as the previous ones become outdated.
In terms of methodological information for this study, it included 255 respondents with an average age of 20.17 years and a standard deviation of 1.85 years. This study included more female participants than male participants, but after analyzing the data, they found no significant differences between males and females in this study, so it was a non-statistically significant factor. So it doesn't play a role in this study. Participants were identified or were asked to identify 2 Facebook friends with whom they were reasonably close, and then were asked a series of questions related to their Facebook use and their friends' Facebook use. This was used for several of the research questions within this study. The primary question, again, is how many likes or reactions a post would need to be deemed successful by the participant. Those Facebook friends were identified as being similar enough to the participants to ask questions related to social comparison. The participants' Facebook posts were then accessed to see the number of likes and reactions they had provided in the last week. This was done to test the theory of reciprocity. So how many likes you give and then how many likes you expect to receive. Finally, participants were asked how many likes or reactions they expected to receive on given posts. And obviously this was asked for the expectancy violation portion of this study. In terms of results, the number of likes or reactions received by the selected peers was found to be a statistically significant predictor of post success. So this supported hypothesis 1, which we'll go back to look at hypotheses here. Hypothesis 1 stated an individual's liking or reaction success threshold is a function of the number of likes or reactions received by network members on that social medium. So that hypothesis, after looking at the results and analyzing the data, was found to be true. Number two, provision of likes or reactions was also a statistically significant predictor of post success. So this supported hypothesis two. We'll go back here. An individual's liking or reaction success threshold is a function of the likes or reactions that individual provides to network members. So however many likes you give to other people or how often you're liking other things on social media, you will then expect, or the study found that these participants expected more likes on their own Facebook post. So it determined their threshold. For number three here, expectancy violation was not found to be a statistically significant predictor. So hypothesis three was rejected. And we'll look at hypothesis three again. An individual's liking or reaction success threshold is, I guess in this case, it's not a function of the expectancy violation level of a previous post. So this hypothesis was rejected. The other two were accepted in this study. Now on to the discussion. In this study, it was found that users determined personal success for their posts from two different sources: the number of likes their peers' posts received and the number of likes they provided to others. So again, hypothesis one, hypothesis two accepted. The social comparison hypothesis was supported by the data in the study, as was the reciprocity hypothesis. So kind of in simple terms here, we compare ourselves to others and determine our success by their success. And this is a principle that I think we can see across the board in society, not just on social media. We often look to those that we feel similar to or we're connected to, and look at their successes and then determine our own personal success by their successes as well. And then we feel as though we deserve more interactions if we provide more interactions. And again, I think like the social comparison element, this is something that we can see in society. Just generally speaking, if we do more things, we expect to receive more things in return. Here are our references. This is the citation there. And thank you for listening.